everyone, and welcome to this new Spanish lesson. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches a todos los amigos que estudian español. In today's lesson, you will be learning different words and expressions to talk about shopping. Do you go shopping? En esta clase vamos a aprender algunas palabras, algunas expresiones que utilizamos cuando vamos de compras. So in this session, you will be learning specifically three things. Number one, the name of some stores. Vas a aprender el nombre de algunas tiendas. The second thing, the verbs that we use when we go shopping. Vamos a aprender algunos verbos muy útiles y muy prácticos cuando salimos a comprar. And the third part, phrases or expressions, specifically to talk about prices and quantities. Y en la tercera parte, vas a aprender algunas frases o expresiones específicamente cuando hablamos de precios o cantidades. Such expressions are very useful, like how much, how many, which is kind of confusing for some speakers when we are learning Spanish. So there we go. So the first thing here is to learn how to talk about stores. On the board I wrote Vamos de compras. Vamos de compras is the Spanish for let's go shopping. Vamos de compras. In Spanish you can use the word vamos, which means we go, meaning let's go. De compras. There are several expressions we can use with vamos de, such as in vamos de vacaciones. Let's go on vacation. Let's go on holiday. Vamos de viaje. Let's go on a trip. Or like here, vamos de compras. People like shopping. Do you like shopping? So when you like shopping, first of all, you need to know what you're going to buy. So here, as you can see, we have several like items, several things. And the thing here is we have to learn how to talk about the store, right? So here I have pan, which is bread. These are like some items, some objects, or some articles that you can buy in a store. Like pan, like flores, flowers, carne, meat, pescado, fish, zapatos, shoes, pizza, helados, ice cream, and libros, books. The word in Spanish for store is tienda. So in Spanish you can say tienda de, and then you say the product that they sell there. This is the basic way of saying it. Actually, if you're a basic user of Spanish and you're struggling because sometimes the name of the store changes a lot, you can actually always use this form. Tienda de pan, like you want to buy some bread and you don't know how to say it. However, you know the word bread. So you say, quiero ir a una tienda de pan. So people know that una tienda de pan, a shop, like a bread shop, bakers, you call it panadería. However, you can always say una tienda de pan. People may understand you actually. Panadería. Yo voy a la panadería y compro pan. Flores. What do you buy at a flower store, flower shop? Well, the word for flower shop is florería. En la florería puedes comprar flores. Meat. The butchers or like the meat shop or something. You know, in most countries, like in Latin American countries, of course there are supermarkets, right? And you can buy your meat there, but also small stores where you can buy like chicken. You can buy also specifically, you can buy meat, and we call them carnicería. Pescado, pescadería. I want to buy some shrimps, so you go to la pescadería. So as you can see here, like I'm teaching you something which is like kind of regular. We are using a suffix, which is ería, which is kind of regular when we talk about places or like commercial places where you can buy and sell. So there we go. We have pan, panadería, flores, florería, carne, carnicería, and pescado, pescadería. Pero también hay otras tiendas que podemos visitar not only to buy food, we can also buy other things. No solo para comprar comida, también podemos comprar, for example, shoes. Where do you buy shoes? You buy them at the zapatería. I want to buy some shoes. Quiero comprar unos zapatos. Where do you buy them? ¿Dónde los compras? En la zapatería. Pizza, this is a foreign word, of course, so the pronunciation of this double Z, I think it comes from Italy. I'm not sure if it comes from like Italian language, but you say pizza. If you read it in Spanish from Latin America, this would be pizza, and if you read it in Spanish from Spain, that would be like pizza, something like that. But everybody calls it pizza. So when you want to buy a pizza, you go to pizzería. Tengo hambre. I'm hungry. Tengo hambre. What can I buy? Yeah, let's go to a pizzería. Vamos a la pizzería. And then after you eat your pizza, you can buy ice cream, right? Do you like ice cream? Well, where do you buy ice cream? ¿Dónde compras helado? You buy it in a heladería. So as you can see here, you have 7 different stores. Of course, in Spanish, there are many other like places where you can buy things, and they do not have this ending here, right? But most of the time it has it. Like there might be other places that I missed in this lesson. Maybe you can tell me in the comments which other type of store do you want to know, and also you can tell me if you think that in your own language you can like the same thing happens. Okay, so the last one I want to show you is this one. Where can you buy books? Of course, you can buy books in a bookshop, and the word for bookshop in Spanish is this one. So the word for book is libro. So what's the word for bookstore, bookshop? You say librería. Of course, you buy a book, like your Spanish book. You say libro. I say, oh, I need a book. I need a book to learn Spanish. I need a grammar book. Necesito un libro de gramática. Where can I buy a book? Of course, you go to a librería. Now, this word is like sometimes confusing for the English speakers because in English you say library, but the library is not a place for buying and selling. The library is a place for studying and also for like doing research, and like maybe you can like borrow books. So what's the word for library in Spanish? The word for library is biblioteca. Completely different, right? So there you go, biblioteca. So now, in the next part, I'm going to show you some verbs, some action words that you can use when you go shopping. En la siguiente parte, voy a explicarte algunos verbos que puedes utilizar cuando vas de compras. When we go shopping, we have to use action words to express ourselves. Cuando vamos de compras, tenemos que utilizar verbos y palabras que expresan acciones para darnos a entender con un vendedor. So we can talk about the vendor, or we can talk to the vendor, we can talk to someone who is offering a service to us, right? So on the board, you can see several action words. These are all infinitive forms. Estos son verbos en infinitivo. It means they don't have any person. They have not been conjugated yet. Because I want to show you the meaning of these verbs, and later on you can see them in context, okay? Of course, when you go shopping, it's because you buy, right? You have your money and then you go to a store and then you buy because someone is selling. So how do you say buy in Spanish? You say comprar. Comprar. And you buy because someone is selling. Someone sells something. How do you say sell? You say vender. Comprar and vender. Now notice that here I'm using this kind of like this symbol here. It means opposite. A good way to remember vocabulary, this applies to any like language you are learning, okay? Try to remember vocabulary in sets of words. Like if you remember the word comprar in this case, it would be easier to remember the word vender next time because you learn them in like pairs, okay? Comprar and vender. Yo compro pizza. I always want to buy pizza. So yo compro pizza because you sell pizza, right? Yo compro, tú vendes. I buy, you sell, I buy, you sell. Then we have another verb. The verb is pedir. Pedir, and the opposite would be dar. So if I request something, I ask for something, they give me that. So this is the verb to request, pedir, and this is the verb dar. Now remember, this is my irregular verbs warning. This is a irregular verb. So you say pido. When I say I ask for, hey, I want to request for, quiero pedir, such as like when you are in a restaurant, quiero pedir una limonada, pedir, and then dar. So they give you, right? When you finish your meal or when you already get what you want, of course you have to pay. You always pay, okay, in the stores. That's the sad part about shopping. Pagar. So you say, pago, I pay, okay? You can pay in cash, you can pay with debit card, with credit card. Pagar. Yo pago. Hey, excuse me, disculpe, ¿dónde puedo pagar? Where's the cashier? Where can I pay? Okay, I want to pay. You pay because they are charging you, right? They charge you. Cobrar. Cobrar means, hey, give me money. I give you your goods, okay? I give you your things, so now you have to give me my money. Cobrar, okay? So this is to pay, this is to charge. Pagar, cobrar. Then also here you have other verbs, now, but the symbol here is a little bit different because this means this one is the consequence of this one. Buscar, you're looking for something, you look for something, you're in the search for something. You say, busco una camisa roja. I'm looking for a red shirt, okay? Where can I find it? Like busco. Excuse me, or you can use the word in continuous form. You say, estoy buscando, I'm looking for. Excuse me, sir, estoy buscando una camisa, okay? Estoy buscando these markers in a different color, better markers. Encontrar. So if you look for, it's because you find something. If you find something, it's because you look for it, right? You search for it. So you say busco, and then here again, this is the irregular verbs warning. Encontrar. Encuentro. This is an irregular verb. This is one of those verbs where you have to change from o to we. Encuentro. Okay? I can't find it. No puedo encontrar. I can't find it. No puedo encontrar the cereals section. Is there a cereal section on the supermarket? Yeah, maybe no. Like, no puedo encontrar la sección de cereales. Something like that. Okay. No puedo encontrarlo. Okay. Okay, so there you go. These verbs are very useful when we go shopping. And then here in red, you can see I added other verbs. Aquí hay otros verbos, pero estos verbos están en rojo. Why are they like this? Well, because these are like top verbs. These are like some of the most important verbs in Spanish. You use them all the time. Like even if you are a very, very basic user of Spanish, if you don't know anything, these are verbs that you certainly need to study, you certainly need to know. I can say the most important verbs because with these verbs you can express what you want, you can express your needs. And one of the first things we do when we're learning a language is you want to express your needs. I need water, okay? I need food, I need to sleep, basic survival things. So this verb is to have, I have, do you have? So I say tengo, or maybe you say I don't have, no tengo agua. I don't have any water, any bottle of water. I need to buy one. No tengo agua, so I need to buy it. So you say necesito what? Necesito comprar. I need to buy. Necesito. This verb is to need. I need to buy. I need to do something. I need to go somewhere, or I need something, okay? So you can actually combine this verb with a noun, un sustantivo. That's grammar. Necesito una botella de agua. Need a bottle of water. Or I need to buy something. Necesito comprar. Or you need to pay. No one needs to pay anything, but sometimes you need to pay. Like, necesito pagar. And then you have the verb want. I want. I want, and then you can combine with a noun. Puedes combinarlo con un sustantivo. Quiero una pizza, por favor. Or you can combine it with a verb. Quiero comprar una computadora. I want to buy a computer. I want to buy a new computer. Quiero comprar una computadora nueva. And so on. Okay? So here you have some actions, some verbs, and some other verbs which are more important. Okay? Let me just underline the ones that I told you which are irregular. These are irregular verbs. So whenever you like maybe you find them, you try to find them in your dictionary, you try to find them on the net or something, and you find them, and then you find the conjugation and you see that it's like completely weird. Why is that? Because they are irregular. Okay? Now I want to teach you two more verbs that usually, like, here it's a little bit of culture, right? Like, culture gets into language, and it's a very interesting thing. Look, in some cultures, if you're from like no matter which country you come from, in your country, maybe this is a common thing. You like to negotiate the price of something. Usually when you go to big stores, like for example, if you go to a shopping mall or you go to a supermarket or something, you usually don't negotiate the price because they actually have fixed prices, right? But if you go to, for example, a street market, or you're buying something in like in a kind of informal environment, usually you negotiate the price. And there are two verbs that you can use, like you bargain, right? You call it, this is like the formal way to say it, negociar. Negociar, like you can use it like in high business, or you can also use it like in normal everyday conversation, like you negotiate the price. So there you go. These are verbs. These are action words that you can use when you go shopping. Now I'll show you how to use, how to make questions when we go shopping, like how to ask for prices, how to ask for the cost of something, and so on. Now, how do you ask questions when you go to a store, when you go shopping? In this class, I'm teaching you specifically these two questions, which I find really useful. The first one is cuánto. Now, this is one question word that you usually find in books and you usually find in lists. I have seen like many different infographics and like images on the internet showing the difference between this one, cuánto, which translates as how much, and cuántos, which translates as how many, cuántos, how many, cuánto, how much. So in this case, we're using cuánto, which is the word for how much, and then we're using other verbs here. This is the verb for cost, cuesta. As you can see, it's an irregular verb. We say, ¿cuánto cuesta este? How much for this? How much does this item, how much does this marker cost? Este. You say, Señor, ¿cuánto cuesta este? Or maybe you're talking about that, like you're showing, ¿cuánto cuesta ese? ¿Cuánto cuesta ese? ¿Cuánto cuesta este? Right? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Simply you can say, ¿cuánto cuesta? And you point with your finger, like this is a very useful thing. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Right? Then another way to say this, how much, is ¿cuánto es? As easy as that. Just the verb to be here. ¿Cuánto es? ¿Cuánto es? Like when you call the waiter. Cuando llamas, cuando hablas al mesero, and you ask for the check, you say, ¿cuánto es? Right? When you're in the cashier, you're in front of the cashier, and like you're about to pay, you say, ¿cuánto es? There is a variation of this one, ¿cuánto vale? Now, in Spanish, we use the word value and the word cost, like sometimes like synonyms. They are not absolute synonyms, but the idea is very similar. ¿Cuánto vale? This is a verb, the verb like value. ¿Cuánto vale? ¿Cuánto vale, as in this example, cuánto vale el kilo de, maybe you're asking for 1 kilo, how much for a kilo? ¿Cuánto vale el kilo de, who knows, el kilo de naranjas? Hey, ¿cuánto vale el kilo de naranjas? How much for this? How much for 1 kilo? ¿Cuánto vale? Or maybe you say, ¿cuánto vale el celular? How much for that cell phone? ¿Cuánto vale el celular? ¿Cuánto vale the suitcase? ¿Cuánto vale la maleta? ¿Cuánto vale something, right? ¿Cuánto vale? And then you can also use the verb deber, like to owe. When you owe money, you say, ¿cuánto debo? How much? How much should I pay? How much do I owe you? ¿Cuánto debo? Okay? ¿Cuánto debo? Then we have another word here, ¿dónde? Now this question you can, like sometimes you would find it with the preposition en, like in Spanish we say in where, en donde hay, okay? Where can I find, okay? ¿Dónde hay? Excuse me, sir. Disculpe, señor. ¿Dónde hay camisas rojas? ¿Dónde hay mesas más grandes? I want to buy a table. So you say, ¿dónde hay mesas más grandes? Where can I find these bigger tables? I want to buy a bigger table. ¿Dónde puedo? Where can I find? Where can I, etc. So here you can use an infinitivo form. So you say, ¿dónde puedo comprar? Excuse me, where can I buy? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? Where can I find? ¿Dónde puedo encontrar? Where can I find this? Where can I find that? ¿Dónde puedo encontrar? And then again, if you are talking to an old man, you can say ¿dónde tiene? An old man or an unknown person. ¿Dónde tiene? Or ¿dónde tienes? Oye, disculpa, ¿dónde tienes estos marcadores? Where do you have them? I am looking for them. Estoy buscando, but I cannot find them. Pero no encuentro. So, ¿dónde tienes? Where do you have them? Okay? And the answer, of course, will be with en. Okay? They would say en. So, these are some examples, questions that you can use when you go shopping. And I hope this session was useful for you. Now, if you like this video and if you wish to have another lesson, like considering any specific topic that you find particularly difficult in your daily Spanish learning life, you can tell me in the comments. And also you can tell me, I would like to know if you have had any like bad experience when you are buying, like maybe in Spanish or in your own language. And of course, if you think that I missed something in these verbs or in these sentences, or you wish to ask me something, please leave it in the comments. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. Hasta luego, amigos.